Good afternoon to all of you from Indian Standard Time Zone. First of all, I would like to thank all board members and founder colleagues of Innovation Society of India, my all associate Innovation Society office bearers, executive board members, zonal and regional directors, interns, participants, chairperson and convener, conference secretary of this conference. This vibrant event was floated to find out the glitches on innovation infrastructure development in India. And I would like to thanks to all participants and office bearer who conducted this event in far forwarding mode. As a citizen of India, promoter of global innovation, peace and sustainable development, and professor of information and communication technology, I greet you and welcome you all from the city Jaipur, Rajasthan, state of India. From the inception of the Innovation Society, we all office bearers are in discussion and deliberation towards our contribution in sustainable development of India, and what contribution we as an Indian should provide to make India as a developed nation. The theme was designed to support in line with United Nations Sustainable Development Agenda. India is a powerhouse of fertile brain, approx 134 crores peoples. As a knowledge enabler, our responsibility to shape this brain and utilize for the betterment of Indian infrastructure development to build India as a developed nation. On an average, people if divided by 4, that is around 30 crores of peoples, workable people of India are there. An aging world need workers. A young country has workers. Nandan Nilekani, chairman of Unique Identification Authority of India, through the above quote, tried to bring out an opportunistic competitive advantage that India possesses. As a result of its demographics, the competitive advantage, better known as a demographic dividend. It is a rise in the rate of the economic growth due to rise share of working age people in a population. And Mr. Nilekani is not the only person who has been vocal about this fact. In India, it is almost fashionable to include the demographic dividend in a discussion and feel good about the future. But in my opinion, the demographic dividend, demographic advantage alone can't be India ticket to the elite superpower club. Let's analyze this further. Long-term growth depends ultimately on two factors: the number of workers in the economy and their level of productivity. The aggregate production of function put this fact in a simple mathematical function: aggregate production function equal to function of total workable peoples and labor productivity of the country. Workable population, clearly India has an advantage in this aspect, no doubt. Charting of the total workable population is defined between age 15 to 60 years. Suggested that India working population will surpass China working population by 2040. One way of defining labor productivity is the amount of value added goods or services per person employed in the economy. India understandably does not fare very well on this measure with respect to the developed economy. Developing economy are characterized by large productivity difference from that of developed economy. It is however the difference in that rate of labor productivity growth in China and India that present a far more interesting reading. Records show that brain drain in India is very much of reality today. India and China are the two topmost countries that suffer more from it, although very differently, but it affects other parts of the world also, including the United States. Brain drain involve immigration of trained and highly skilled human labor away from a place that need it the most. In the quest for the financial gain or career advancement, according to the research done by Indian Institute of Management Bangalore, the total percentage of brain drain in India has increased by 256% fold in a single decade or maybe less. On global scale, it can be seen that there is increase in immigration outflow during 90s from Asia to USA, Canada, Australia and United Kingdom due to result in hike of demand of IT professional and skilled brain in science and technology, along with immigration policy that favor a bunch of skill and qualified technocrats. In developing country like India, brain drain result is high percentage age because the race for getting a share in the world class institution has hiked and the alarming rate cuts off goes to almost 100%. Well, that is really huge. So basically the reason behind migration at the alarming rates are in educate institutions which have been marked with global exposure, facility, faculties and equipment. Not enough competent environment and unskilled brain due to political instability, lack of opportunity. I think the main cause of the brain drain in India and lack of its advancement is because the lethargic and sluggish behavior of many of us. Whenever we see something bad going on in our society, we don't take a step ahead to solve it. Instead, we sit back idle or on our couch watching TV or rather scrolling IG while expecting someone else to do it. What we don't realize it that if we all would behave in this same manner, then who gonna to take that first step? Take education as an example, probably the place where brain drain can't hurt us the most. Most of the students in Indian Institute of Technology Bombay are blessed with the good faculty, but there are those among us who have not always had the same benefit. I am not saying that every UG and PG student has been always taught by bad faculty, but I am sure that most of us have had at least one course where we felt that we could have done far better teaching than course of teacher. So here we have a problem, lack of good faculty. Our solution for that problem is obvious: train and create better faculty. So we know the problem and we know the solution, but we won't take the initiative to solve that problem. Why? I don't know. Obviously because we don't want to be a teacher, we want more amount of money which teaching obviously does not offer. We all just want money, no matter if it come from India or USA. The example of that I just give is only a brief extract of one of the many problems about how we cannot and refuse to cure the problem that brain drain causes in India. And I think that unless we Indian make a collective decision to work in our respective field to improve India, our country will remain just the way it is and we will continue to blame brain drain. I am happy and congratulating India at 75 Sustainable Development Goals initiated by Niti Aayog for undertook the extensive exercise of measuring India and its state progress toward the SDG for 2030, culminating in the development of this the first soft Sustainable Development Goal India Index Baseline Report 2080, the SDG India Index is intended to provide a holistic view of the social, economic and environmental status of the country and its state and Union Territory state. It has been designated to provide an aggregate assessment of the performance of all Indian states and UTs and to help leader and change maker evaluate their performance on social, economy and environmental parameter. The index has been constructed spanning across 13 out of 17 goals, leaving out goal 12, 13, 14 and 17. It tracks the progress of all the state and union territory on a set of 62 national indicators measuring their progress on the outcome of the interventions and a scheme of the government of India. The index can be useful to states UTS in assessing their starting point of the SDG in a following way. Support state UTs to benchmark their progress against national targets and performance of their peers to understand region for the differential performance and diverse better of the strategy to achieve the SDG by 2030. Support state UTS to identify priority area in which they need to invest and improve by enabling them to measure incremental progress. Highlight data gaps related across SDGs for India to develop its statistical system at the national and state level. 2030 to support goal 9 industry, innovation and infrastructure development in India. Be Indian, all are facing challenge in innovation, infrastructure development in India. The story of industrial development has been an important determination of the course of our history as a community of the nation. From the first steam engine to the first assembly lines to today truly global production chain and process. Industry has changed our economy and helped drive major change in our societies. But without sustainable practices and infrastructure in place, our growth has left vast sector of the people behind. More than 937 million of the world populations in 2016 do not have access of electricity in many lower income countries. The existence infrastructure constraint affect farms productivity by around 40%. Investment in the transport, irrigation, energy and information and communication technology have been crucial to driving economic growth and empowering communities in many countries. The job multiplications effect of industrialization has a positive impact of the society as 1.1 jobs in manufacturing creates 2.2 jobs in other sectors. The manufacturing sector is an important employer accounting for around 14.2% of the world workforce of the 2.9 billion. It has long been recognized that a strong physical network of industry and communication can enhance the productivity and income and improve health, well-being and education. Technological progress similarly enhance the well-being of the country and can also improve the state of the planet through increased resource and energy efficiency. Society are addressing the issue through the SDG 19. Country have determined that investing in more resilient infrastructure, cooperating across borders and encouraging small enterprises will all be critical to ensuring sustainable industrial development. We will also have to improve our existing industrial infrastructure, and here technological innovation will be key. Government and business will have to contribute to create a hospitable policy environment for innovation, encourage scientific research and improve access to information technology universally. India and Goal 9, the government is a flagship intervention Make in India and Startup India, as well as Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Swarna Jayanti Karyakram are fueling innovation and sustainable industrial and economy development. Target develop quality, reliable, sustainable and resilient infrastructure, including regional and trans-border infrastructure to support economy development and human well-being, with a focus on affordable and equitable access for all, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and by 2030 significantly raise industry shares of employment and gross domestic product in line with the national circumstances, and double its share in line developed country, increase the across of the small scale industry and other enterprises, in particularly in developing country to financial service including affordable credit and their integration into value chain and market by 2030, upgrade infrastructure and re-support industry to make them sustainable with increased resource use efficiency and greater adoption of clean and environmentally sound technology and industrial process, with all country taking action in accordance with their respective capability. Enhance scientific research, upgrade the technology capability of industrial sector in all country, in particular developing country, including by 2030 encouraging innovations and sustainably increase the number of research and development workers per 1 million peoples and public and private research development spending, facilitate sustainable and resilient infrastructure development in developing country through enhanced financial, technological and technical support to African country, less developed country, landlocked developing country and a small Ireland developing state. Support domestic technology development, research and innovation in developing country, including by ensuring a conducive policy environment for inter alia industrial diversification and value adoption to commodities. Significantly increase to information and communication technology and strive to provide universal and affordable access to the internet in the least development country. Innovation Society India is a vibrant platform and authorized to do innovate activity in academia, corporate and inter-government project to support government initiative. We all enabled project, namely Innovation Book of Record, publishing innovation next periodically of the activity of the Innovation Society, including government initiative in Stand Up India, Sustain India, Innovate India, and overall in line with Develop India project, with the vision to build India as an innovative country in line with India as a developed nation up to 2030, and mission to innovate India youth through memory championship, quiz competition, psychometric tests, leadership and confidence building seminar, capacity building, reality show in association with various institutions of the India. Our team is about to submit nationwide project to innovate India, develop India and sustain India under the directive with the president of the Vibrant Society. By the execution of this program, 1 crore 10 lakhs persons shall be reached through this platform and will be able to perform activity in the respective area. These persons shall contribute in the development of local ecosystem, in turn help in the growth of GDP of India. Overall budget estimate of this project is around 53 crores. Overall 4,332 activity in 772 districts, employment generation through this project around 5,000 person, that is around 15,000 employment at the various level of accomplishment of this project. Even 10% will be start their own startup, it will around 11 lakhs startup will be coming in 3 years, that will provide employment to list 55 lakhs person. This will boost of the GDP of India and economic growth of the country. Our membership association is open and requested to participants, members, founders to make this vibrant society support and build India as a developed nation up to 2030. In nutshell, this conference shall mark a path for our Ek Earth Shresth Earth philosophy and Vasudev Kutumbakam, in creating the awareness of global innovation, peace and sustainable development, innovation infrastructure development in India by the Innovation Society of India. We always salute and respect the power of Mother Nature who made us and provide us. We conclude that with the immortal word of John F. Kennedy, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. In this relation and objective, innovation society. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Manav. I remain Professor Ripuranjan Sinha, open for global innovation, peace and sustainable development. Thank you very much.